But
well.
I hope that this whole thing with like Kizaru and one of the Gorosei pulling up and all the battleships coming and then Luffy and Zoro teaming up with Lucci and Kaku and the Seraphim. Oh my goodness. I feel like Egghead is really, really, really good.
Same. I think it can go up into that top 10 by the time it's done because it's setting up for great action, great lore,
Hmm. Yeah.
pretty good world building so far. So I can see it being one of the best. But I never understood why the Straw Hats don't train together.
Mm.
Like Sanji and Zoro could learn so much from Luffy's hockey. Like Luffy has all advanced hockey, and they could use freaking Usopp could use the help. Talking about
Usopp
them,
really.
I don't. I just
But
don't
will Luffy
understand why
be
they don't
able
train.
to even teach them? How long do you think it's gonna take Zoro in the story to like kind of hone in on his advanced conquer hockey?
Personally, I think he probably already has it pretty like honed in because he's always training when they're on the ship. Like between arcs,
Yeah.
he's always lifting or doing something. I feel like he probably has a good handle on it. We just haven't seen. That's why I'm wanting to use it on the Seraphim so we can see like how well Zoro can control Emma, how well he got his flow, his hockey flow, and even if that advanced Conqueror's hockey will work on the Seraphim.
So you think Zoro knows like he knows he has it?
I Yeah, because the way he responded when King said you have kingly ambitions too, he was just like, yeah, I guess so. And the fact that Kaido said it like 20 minutes before, I
Yeah.
feel like he probably clicked it together now. Like, hey, I got Conqueror's hockey, or at least talk to Luffy about it. I know we won't get that like on panel or on screen or anything.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would be amazing.
I would like that's one thing I always tangent. I know, but I never understood why the Straw Hats don't train together.
Mm.
Like Sanji and Zoro could learn so much from Luffy's hockey. Like Luffy has all advanced hockey, and they could use freaking Usopp could use the help. Talking about
Usopp
them,
really.
I don't. I just
But
don't
will Luffy
understand why
be
they don't
able
train.
to even teach them?
Um, he is kind of an airhead, but I can see it
Mm.
because he's had really good teachers. So I'm pretty sure he could just like try and like like in Luffy's words, tell them what Rayleigh and Kurogoro and Katakuri taught him.
Yeah. Okay. 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 And now the Boa Hancock Seraphim um has put a couple of the Straw Hats has turned them into stone.
Yeah. I've seen a
And
lot of people talking about. Oh, sorry, you can keep going.
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I've seen a lot of people talking about like what they're gonna do. I like how it's bringing tension to the
Yeah.
story, but I seen a one theory. It's like maybe like the Boa personality will override once she meets Luffy. Maybe not like fall in love with him. Hopefully not, since she's like still a kid. But
Mm.
maybe be like more lenient towards Luffy, and she's like, "Oh, that's your crew. I'll turn them back from stone."
Yeah.
Because
I can see it.
she
I see a
has
possibility
to
there.
release them. Like they said, when Blackbeard invaded, like even if you kill Boa, like her power still goes. So even if they defeat the Seraphim, everybody will still be stone until she turns them back.
Mm. And I guess her being, Luffy kind of, I don't know, Boa being friendly to Luffy is the only way that
You can,
they'll be turned back to normal. So
yeah, yeah. So I'm bank with those. I'm gonna bank with that stock. Put my money in there. Hopefully that'll come true.
yeah,
Because if not, I mean, we would have to wait until we figure out who the traitor is and beat the traitor, and so the Vegapunks can get control over the Seraphim again.
yeah,
And I mean, that's just like that's predictable. I would rather it be the she becomes a fan of Luffy, just like Boa did.
mm,
But how did you
And
feel about that part? Were you surprised that like they were actually? Because I was kind of shocked that we were actually getting body. I mean, obviously they're not dead, but I was surprised that we were getting that many casualties on our side.
yeah, I was surprised as well. And like as soon as that happened, I was like, okay, what are ways that they can be turned back to normal? That's like the first thought that came into my head.
Okay, okay.
Um, and because if these Seraphim, as we see right now, they're really really powerful. Um, I don't necessarily want them to befriend the Straw Hats because the world government and the Navy have been like losing for a minute now.
Yeah.
And I felt bad for them at some point too. You know, it first started with the whole the Green Bull thing, and then the Sabo thing. So I just wanted to see them take a couple W's, honestly. So for Seraphim to like befriend the Straw Hats, I wouldn't necessarily like that, but I feel like that's the only way for Frankie and Usopp to uh, be turned back to normal.
Yeah, I was with you on that. Like before we found out that Saint Garcia was on the way, I thought
Mm,
that the Seraphim, because once Vegapunk got control over them, I thought it was going to be them versus the Navy with the Seraphim on their side. I'm kind of glad that they're back. Well, they're
yeah.
going to be back on against them. Well, they are against them now, but even more so when the Gorosei gets here. Because, like I said, the Navy has been taking a lot of L's. And personally, I don't think we would need the Seraphim. Well, now, like, we need that one to be on our side so she could turn them back. But I don't think we really need them because we got a lot of powerhouses on the crew now.
Oh yeah. Definitely got a lot of powerhouses.
Speaking of powerhouses, though, Nami with Zeus, that looked like it does some real damage.
That definitely looks like it does some real damage.
Like even like but S Shark was like charred and stuff, had smoke coming out of his mouth. Like
Mhm.
Nami, Nami, how strong do you feel Nami is? Like I guess like crew ranking wise, Yonko commander wise, where do you have Nami at?
As far as crew ranking wise, I feel she is with the addition of Zeus. I feel like she is above. Man, this is gonna be okay. The first one's gonna be a hot take, but she's above Brooke. She's above Usopp and Chopper. So I'll give her that.
Okay, okay, that's probably where I got her too. Like anybody that Brooke could fight, I feel like Nami could fight them too.
Yes, yes.
What about Frankie? You think that she could beat a Frankie opponent?
To me, Frankie's a wild card, man. Frankie's a wild card
Yeah.
because I I have so much. I feel like Frankie has so much potential that he can reach, and you know, uh, with Vegapunk being here as well, like he can get some upgrades. So I feel like he can, get a little boost as well. But I don't
I'm
see
hoping
him.
so. Or at
Yeah, but I
least
don't see him.
Usopp. I think Usopp could talk to Vegapunk too, because he used to be into that invention stuff.
That is true. That is true.
So
That
I'm
is a
hoping
possibility.
those two could learn a little bit from Vegapunk and get a little bit of a power up.
Yeah. So it's gonna be very very interesting what Vegapunk does for the Straw Hats. I just hope that it's not too much for the Straw Hats. You can say
Do you
because
have any idea what too much would be? Like any way you could gauge? Because I agree with you. I don't want him to like completely carry them. But
right.
like, what would be too much in your opinion?
Um, Too much in my opinion would be, Frankie being able to fight on the level of you know like a little like a just a tad bit under like Jinbei. Like that would be too much for me with Frankie. I don't know how because
Okay.
didn't one of the punks have like interest in well Vegapunk knows about Luffy and his devil
Yeah,
fruit.
yeah, yeah.
So I don't, but I can't necessarily see how he can go over the top with Luffy. Well, he does know about all like the devil fruits and all that, so I guess he kind of, I don't know.
Okay. I would want him to at least tell Luffy he doesn't have the gum gum fruit anymore.
Yeah,
Cause to this day, Luffy still doesn't know. Like the whole crew knows he doesn't, but Luffy still thinks he has the gum gum fruit.
and that is classic. That's classic Luffy right there.
For me personally, though, I feel like Vegapunk he can give boosts to Usopp and Frankie as much as he wants, as long as he doesn't do something for like the whole crew, and maybe even Nami, like maybe buff the climate attack a little bit. But as long as he
Do you
doesn't
think Sanji
like
will get a
go and
boost?
change the Sunny and upgrade everything, give everybody a boost, I feel like he can't do too much in my opinion. But what were you about to say?
Yeah, because I feel like he has to do something. But do you think Sanji will get a boost?
Nah, like, I don't want to see him try and boost Sanji and Zoro and not. I mean, Robin. Like, just let them learn their own things, because especially with Sanji, because he's already got enough science boosting him. I don't need. I don't want. I don't want to
More.
see. Yeah, I don't want to see Vegapunk science boost him too. Just want him to learn stuff he got and perfect it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And to wrap this up,
But before we go, I want to talk
okay,
about that Sanji feat.
okay, okay,
Because
okay.
I looked it up from 2 chapters ago. He was a floor under them and a building to the right, and he made it to Nami in like half a second.
Hmm.
Do you think that's one of the best speed feats in the? I think that's the best speed feat we've seen so far. How do you feel about? Were you hyped when you seen him flying over?
Oh, I was definitely hyped because I love Sanji as a character, and whenever he does something
Same.
like incredible, I just be rooting for him.
Yeah, because his hype
But
moments don't come as readily as Zoro's and Luffy's do. So when he does get one, it's just hits.
yeah, because he's the cook of the crew, so he's not the quote unquote fighter like Zoro and
Yeah.
Luffy. So, but you mentioned the speed feat. So you think when Kizaru pulls up to Egghead, we're going to see maybe a clash from just
I need
Sanji
it.
exclusive
I
in
need it.
Kizaru?
I don't know if we're gonna get
And
it, but I need it. Ever
yeah,
since
like
we
to
had
where
that
like,
one anime opening when they were
huh?
fighting, we had that one. I don't remember which opening it was, but it was like the Straw Hats versus the Admirals, and I seen Sanji fighting Kizaru. I've been needing it ever since. So
Yeah,
even if it's just like a little quick clash, and then Zoro comes and helps him, and then they fight 2v1, I'm cool with that. But I want to see Sanji going against Kizaru just a little bit.
yeah, because we got the Sanji versus Doflamingo for like a tad bit, and that would be amazing. Like Kizaru, like he acknowledges Sanji's speed, like while they're fighting,
Yep, and that's
like that.
all
That
I
would
would
be
need.
truly,
That
truly
was all I
amazing.
need. That's a W for Sanji fans,
That
and they
is a
will
W
run
for
with
Sanji.
that.
That is the W for Sanji.
Do you think he
But
can beat S Shark 1-on-1? Do you
ooh,
do you think he's gonna come
uh,
out of this nice? Because his eyebrow transformed, like he's full German right now. Do you think he has a chance?
the door what the Seraphim are showing, their durability
They're
is
stupid
incredible.
strong.
It's truly incredible. Um, as far this is tough. This is tough. This is tough. If it's okay, I'm gonna look at it like this. Um, you know, their Seraphim are going to be on like different levels as far as strength. I'm assuming, and so how Luffy, Zoro, Rob Lucci, and Kaku are kind of tag teaming um, their Seraphim they're going up against right now. I don't believe Sanji can take this Seraphim one on one,
Fair.
but it could be as well like having having them tag teaming Seraphim just kind of hyping up the Seraphim because truly it shouldn't take it shouldn't take Luffy
Definitely
Zoro.
not.
It shouldn't take them the tag team. Seraphim for
Not
them
while they're
to
kids. Like maybe adult,
yeah,
full grown potential seraphim, but while they're kids, I don't think it should take two. Like I think Zoro and Luffy shouldn't be able to handle it on their own.
yeah, I think so as well. But I mean, since I've only seen that, I don't think Sanji can take take on the Seraphim
Fair
going up
enough.
again.
Fair enough.
But to wrap it up though, I want to ask you about Oda mentioned a battle royale, saying I hope this character doesn't die.
Ooh. Um.
Um, what do you think this quote unquote battle royale is gonna take place, and what characters are going to be involved, and is it possibly going on right now?
See, there is a chance that the Shanks and Law and Kid and Blackbeard stuff is the battle royale he's talking about. Me
Hmm.
personally, if I was sitting there with the pen or in Otis' ear writing, I wanted it to be a battle royale between the Blackbeard Pirates, the Straw Hat Pirates, and Cross Guild.
Mm,
Because personally, I don't really need to see a Zoro and Shiryu fight. I don't need to see Sanji and whoever the third in command or the Blackbeard Pirates are, and I don't need to see Luffy and Buggy. But what
right.
would be hype is if Luffy's fighting Blackbeard, Zoro's fighting Mihawk, and Sanji's fighting Crocodile. If we got all three of those in the same arc, that would
Yeah.
go hands down as my favorite. So that's what I'm banking for. Probably not going to happen, but same time, you never know what Oda and Cross Guild has to do something. And we
Yes,
need a
they have
stage
to.
for
They have.
Zoro to fight Mihawk on. So I feel like it can happen.
Yeah. You think Cross Guild shows up to Elbaf?
Um, maybe not Elbath. Maybe like right after we leave, Shanks goes to fight Blackbeard, loses. Luffy goes after Blackbeard because he took out Shanks, and then
Mm.
Cross
So we
Guild
never get a
comes.
meetup.
I think they're gonna meet up in Elbath. I think either after Kid or they're gonna pull up while Kid is still fighting Shanks and like put an end to it. That is one way I
Okay.
can see Kid getting out of this situation. Like if the Straw Hats come, I don't remember who it was, but thinking that they could do like a Davy back fight and it'd be like a three-way Davy back fight. I don't know if it's gonna be that far. But I could definitely see the Straw Hats pulling up while Kid and Shanks are still fighting, and that's where Luffy meets Shanks.
Yeah. I'll be interested. I don't like I said before. I don't think Kid's story is over. I feel like he's gonna play a part still, somehow, some way. And I cannot the type of character he is and like what he did in Wano. I just can't picture him just just dying off. I can't picture that. Law either. But a character that I do think is possibly going about to meet their end is Garp.
I was thinking
I
about that
play.
when you said when you were talking about it earlier. You
Mhm.
think that him raiding Blackbeard is going to be the end?
I feel like the mission's going to be successful, but it's going to be at the cost of his life.
Hmm.
So, as in Kobe's going to end up being rescued. Law, assuming Law gets captured, and then Aokiji makes a move, and then is like revealed to be a sword member and leaves the Blackbeard pirates, and is all going to be at the cost of um, Garp.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I can see that playing out, and it could be a real good scene. Yeah. 'Cause I was thinking like I want something from Garp. That would be something. Like that's how his character arc ends because we really haven't got too much from him. That would be a
Yeah,
nice little way to end his story. So I wouldn't be against it. Do you
and if
have
they could.
any thoughts about the battle royale? Sorry, were you about to add something onto that?
No, I'm just saying, like, just on top of the Garp thing, we could probably get like a flashback on God Valley as God Valley as well. What happened on that island? But like the whole battle royale situation, I don't think because you mentioned earlier how because I feel like the Straw Hats and the Blackbeard Pirates, that battle is going to be for later down the line,
Understandable.
and and I don't see how I don't think the Straw Hats can meet up with the Blackbeard Pirates or with Cross Guild because I feel like there's two like final fights within that with Blackbeard and Luffy and Mihawk and Zoro. So I don't think we're gonna see those uh
Oh yeah, he did say
fights
the battle
so
royale is
soon.
this year, right? Or
Did he say?
supposedly.
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Hmm. Well, he always says like at Jump Festa, his messages always supposedly be for the year, but then it happened like
Mhm.
2 years later on,
Yeah,
some crazy like that. So I don't know. Yeah, I
but yeah.
could see like if they do have the battle royale, I was thinking it'd be more of end game stuff anyway, like
Mhm.
right
Oh, okay, okay,
before
okay.
Final Island type
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
whale
Because
laugh tail.
it's like like I said before, man. I'm gonna make a theory about what's gonna happen, and then boom, you never know. Shanks and Luffy could and Kid, like you said, could be in like a Davy back fight. Mihawk can pull up, and then we can have a little clash between him and Zoro. And you really never know. We could
You
have maybe
never,
Luffy hearing
never
Law about
freaking
to be
know.
captured by Blackbeard. He probably goes and try to save him. So you really never know.
And that's what's so great about this, because right when you think you
Right.
know, you never know.
Because I truly thought we was going to Elbaf after Wano. I really thought we was going to Elbaf.
I did too. I w- I dropped a video about where I thought we was going next. It was like Elbath or Vera,
Mm-hmm.
because I thought we were gonna meet up with Sabo and Vivi after the
Oh,
Reverie, but
okay.
still no. There was one more island I was thinking of, but yeah, definitely not Egghead was not on the list, and
Yeah.
here we are having a great
Right. Here we
time.
are. Yeah. A lot's going on right now. So it's One Piece. One Piece is truly amazing for me. For the people who are anime onlys, I've always said, man, you got to try the manga.
I've been trying to
Gotta
convince my
gotta
friend, my
try.
brothers. I've been trying to get everybody to read the manga,
Yeah.
especially because of where the anime is at right now. Like,
Mhm.
there's so much greatness just right around the corner. Just go ahead and read it.
Oh yeah, right around the corner. And the One Piece anime has always been like very like slow paced, and
Very
so
slow
people will
paced.
appreciate the pacing of the manga more than the anime as well, man.
So I try and tell them you can read what an episode and a half's worth of content in like 12 minutes,
Oh yeah,
one chapter. So I try
and
to,
chapters aren't long at all.
yeah, but I'm gonna try and get them on there. Only time will tell.
Yeah, only time will tell. But appreciate you, Maniac D God, for joining in this One Piece discussion with me.
For sure, my man. It was a
Um,
great convo.
Yeah, definitely was a great convo. Um, you can like plug your socials for the people seeing this on YouTube where they can follow you.
Yeah, man. Follow me on Twitch. That's where all my content is. Half of it gets uploaded to Rumble. Half of it, the parts that can make it onto YouTube, get uploaded to YouTube. All socials, Maniac D God, like Monkey D Luffy. Yeah. Oh, I'm also on TikTok where I upload shorts of my clips. Same thing on YouTube Shorts. So yeah, check me out. We have great content, great time during the streams. And plug your since I'm streaming too, plug where my people can find you.
You can find me on YouTube, Kage Level TV, KAGELVL TV. Also Instagram, Kage Level TV, TikTok, um, Facebook, all things Kage Level TV, pretty much. Uh, but yeah, man, appreciate you.
Awesome, awesome. Appreciate you too, my man. Next, if you ever want to swing around for another stream, let me know. I'm always
Yeah,
down to
definitely,
chat.
definitely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, my man. You be safe. Be easy.
Yep. You too. Yep.